Hey there, thanks for tuning in, being a part of our continued exploration of the Psalms. I do hope this video finds you and the people you care about doing well. But if that is not the case, and you are in need of prayer, my prayer for you is that you would make your needs known to myself or elders or small group leaders or your deacon shepherd, someone who can partner with you in prayer, someone who might be able to lend a hand during this season for you. So we will be in Psalm 61 today, starting in verse 1. Hear my cry, O God. Listen to my prayer. From the ends of the earth I call to you. I call as my heart grows faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the foe. I long to dwell in your tent forever and take refuge in the shelter of your wings. For you have heard my vows, O God. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. Increase the days of the king's life, his years for many generations. May he be enthroned in God's presence forever. Appoint your love and faithfulness to protect him. Then will I ever sing praise to your name and fulfill my vows day after day. If you're familiar with Old Testament scripture, especially looking at the life of David, you know this man lived a difficult life. Now, granted, some was self-inflicted, but he was doing some great things and found himself, despite doing everything right, in some cases at the point of a spear. But he found himself in some very difficult situations, running and fleeing, being betrayed, abandoned, left in isolation. If you're familiar with his life, it was that of great difficulty. But despite the difficulty that David experienced, he still appears to find great satisfaction, find great confidence in his relationship with the God of the Israel, with Yahweh Himself, with the God of the Creator, the Sustainer, the Amazing One, God that we worship. And I can't help but to hear his heart as he uses words like my heart grows faint. And even in the midst of, as his heart is growing faint, he begs. He begs to be led to God. He begs to be led to God's presence, to find himself in God's tent as we read this psalm. And so, if this video finds you with a heart that is growing faint, first of all, I'm sorry that you are in that situation. And if you're finding yourself losing hope in this season, I ask you to ask this question: where do you find satisfaction? Where do you find your confidence? Where do you find your hope? And oftentimes, when I ask those oftentimes difficult questions, it becomes apparent. Are my aspirations, are my desires based on my own understanding, or are they based on the Lord's? And so, is it the Lord that is giving me confidence, that is giving me hope, that is giving me satisfaction? Or maybe is it something else? I find that in difficult situations, they tend to refine me. The difficulties of life really bubble for me the impurities out of me. They serve as a heat source to create those impurities to bubble to the surface, so that I'm finally able to deal with them. And so, while difficulty is, shall I say, difficult, I invite you to pray God-sized prayers. I invite you to sit in the presence of the Lord, to find shelter in the one true God, the rock, the great I am. And so I wish you blessings in this season. And if it is a difficult season, once again, I'm sorry, and I would love to pray for you, pray with you, but I encourage you to start praying, or to continue to pray those God-sized prayers. Until we see each other again, God's presence, God's blessing in your life, and take care.